Bonjour recruits, je m'appelle Claude and bienvenue this virtual adventure, Voyage through time. We'll be traveling the only way I know how, by canoe on this lake here. Come along with me on this voyage through time. And we are off on this voyage through time. Here I am at the stern of the canoe where I feel most comfortable. You see, behind us, we are leaving the present day Minnesota, and we are traveling back to the year 1801. Now, recruits, I know you're looking at this canoe and you thought, oh, just a standard canoe. But no, you are mistaken. This canoe travels through time. Brace yourselves. Here we go! 1801, on the lake just as I left it. The perfect undeveloped lake full of opportunities for business. See, Claude here is an hivernant for the Northwest Fair Trade Company, and I have camp on the north shore of this lake. My job is to set trade relationships and routes for acquiring the soft gold. Yes, soft gold. This here is soft gold, made beaver pelts. And if you look yonder there, we are in the perfect country to get the soft gold, this made beaver pelt. Well, recruits, let's head to camp and warm up. There I can tell you more about what it's like to be an hivernant in the best company, the Northwest Company. Viva la company! Now, at camp we have some rubaboo cooking and some spruce needle tea, and I can tell you everything you need to know about being a voyager. The gouverneur, my boss, he said he's looking for new recruits for the summer brigade. It is now spring here at camp. Claude has spent all winter as an hivernant setting up trade relationships and is waiting for the day the summer brigade shows up with the trade goods. You could be on that brigade if you have what it takes to be a voyager. Bienvenue to my camp here on the shore of Long Lake. Have a seat and I'll tell you more about the life of a voyager. You see, a voyager is a person like Claude here who likes the life of adventure, travel, and trade. We work for fur trade companies across Canada and now into the southern territories. Our job is to trade goods for that soft gold. We do not have to hunt or trap or make the soft gold. We have friends who do that for us. Then we bring in the trade goods, make trade, and travel with the soft gold. Now, Claude here is a voyager, but in particular, I am also an hivernant, an overwinter. I have a very important job in the fur trade. Rather than going to the fort and staying all winter on a nice cushy bed, I set up camp and my job is to make those trade relationships with my friends, the Anishinaabe. Have you heard of the Anishinaabe before? What do most people say in present day Minnesota? Oh yes, the Ojibwe. You may know them as the Ojibwe, but I know them as the Anishinaabe. My friends living on this land, hunting, trapping, growing food, and raising their families here. I work with them, make trade relationships, play games, tell stories, and see what trade goods they need. In return, they make the soft gold for the fair trade. Now, it's the end of the winter season here, and any day that summer brigade should be here. So I'm running very low on supplies. But I think I have some trade goods I could show you. The things we trade with the Anishinaabe that gets us the most soft gold. Let's see here. Oh yes, these simple tools that I am making my dinner with, some ruby boo and some spruce needle tea. Now, See here, you present day soft Minnesotans take this for granted, this iron skillet. But to the Anishinaabe, this is a tool that cuts cooking time in half and helps them cook the food quickly and easily. This is a sought after trade good that we bring in and trade for the beaver pelt. Similarly, the copper kettle, like I have my tea in here, is a tool that the Anishinaabe have not yet seen before. It helps them boil water, cook and preserve food in a much faster time than they do now. So we bring in these goods, very heavy in the packs. We. Now, we also bring in more metal tools. The cups here, musket for the firearms, and firearms themselves are being traded for the soft gold. When we get the soft gold, it looks like this, or we say it's made beaver, stretched out, ready to go, to put in the packs here and be a part of the fair trade. In addition to the metal goods, we also trade things like fancy cloth. You see Claude wearing here. Oh, ooh la la. And we trade these beautiful glass beads and decorations the Anishinaabe use to adorn their clothes and creations. Very beautiful. Oh, that is some delicious spruce needle tea, a recipe I learned from my friends, the Anishinaabe. Now, not every Voyager has what it takes to be an hivernant. That's a tough life of setting up the trade relationships and staying all winter long in the back country. Now, we are looking for recruits for the summer brigade, and since you're here at camp, I think I can tell you what it takes to be a Voyager and see if you are interested. Okay, let's see if you have what it takes to be a Voyager. Now, the governor, my boss here, he charged me with a couple of interview questions to ask you. Oh, what are they? Oh, the big one. Are you strong? You're strong? See, when the brigade sets off, they will be carrying packs with trade goods. Each pack weighs 90 pounds. They go in the canoe, and the brigade, the team of Voyagers, travels paddling in the canoe with the trade goods. Then, if they have to carry the goods, they take them out, put them on their back and one on their front, carry two 90-pound packs and the canoe across the portage. So, you have to be strong to be a Voyager. Now, there was one other, I thought it was a silly question when the boss asked. Now, I remember when I joined the brigade 22 years ago, and the boss asked me and my friend Pierre, "Can you read?" And I laughed and laughed. Read? Who reads? But Pierre there said, "Why, he could read." And the boss said immediately, "You're not fit for the brigade. Go get a real job like being a clerk or doctor." And he signed me up to join the brigade of the best company, the Northwest Company. Viva la Company! Now, I spent many years as a Voyager, a Milu in the canoe, the middleman, paddle, carry. And then I became the hivernant. I have a very important role to set trade relationships and the secret trade route. Oh, I said secret and your ears perked up. That is right. Claude here has found the best route to get the most soft gold in the fastest time. We can make 2 trips in one summer. That's double the gold. Now, if you're ready to be in the brigade, our team with the Northwest Company, I think I could tell you that secret route. It's not written down and it's not on the map, just in case spies from the Hudson Bay Company get a hold of it. Puh, puh. Hudson Bay, those pork eaters. Now, if that's not you, you know spy, I can tell you the route now. Are you ready? All right, so the secret trade route. Shh, don't tell anybody, especially the Hudson Bay Company. Now, the route that Claude has planned out starts at Cedar Lake, a great trading place. It is a vast Anishinaabe village and a very, very busy trade market. So busy, in fact, that this is what you need to work on as a Voyager. Everyone is trading. Hundreds of people have goods for the beaver pelt, from the Northwest Company to the Hudson Bay to the American Fur Trade Company, all looking for the soft gold. The Northwest Company brings in the best goods and we trade with gusto. And we have the beautiful beads and we're looking for the soft gold. So in the bustling trade market, we're yelling, "Beads for beaver! Beads for beaver!" Now, we make the trade, the beads for the soft gold. We get all the soft gold we can carry in our canoes and we pack them in the packs and start out on the secret route. All right, Voyagers. Now, the next part of the route, you're not going to like very much. All right? This is called the Savannah Portage. All right? Again, the portage is where you cannot canoe. We have to get out of the canoe, put the packs on, carry the packs in the canoe across land. In this case, it is a wet meadow, the Savannah. Now, I know you're thinking, Claude, that is crazy. Why would we do that? Here's why. The Savannah Portage is the shortest distance from the waterways of the Mississippi River to the waterways of the Great Lake. Only 6 miles over wet meadow, a 6-mile portage, and we will cut our time in half crossing the Savannah Portage. So we can get from the Mississippi to the Great Lakes, carrying the goods and the canoe. But it is a treacherous trip, wet, dangerous, and if the travel and work doesn't kill you, the mosquitoes sure will. From the Savannah Portage, we can hit the Prairie River, pack the goods in the canoes, get on the St. Louis River all the way to Lac Superior. From here, we are paddling, and the trip is easy. The portage was worth it. And we can travel fast to get a payday even sooner. Happy Voyagers, sing along as they paddle. I don't know, but I've been told beaver pelts make me some gold. From the St. Louis River, we hit Lac Superior and canoe all the way up the coast to Grand Portage. At Grand Portage, we meet all the other brigades, sell the beaver pelts, and have a big, big party. It's called a rendezvous. Now, from Grand Portage, most of the Voyagers stay at the Cushy Trade Fort. They are provided meals and beds, and other brave souls, like Claude here, head back into the backcountry to overwinter and start new trade relationships. But that is not the end of the journey for the soft gold. The soft gold gets packed in the packs and put on the big, big boat. The big boat that travels across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to a silly, silly place called London, England. There, the soft gold is made into fancy hats for fancy gentlemen. They wear them and they say in their most pork-eater voice, "What ho, jolly good." Now, all of this, the adventure, the trade, the travel, the hard work, the relationships with the Anishinaabe, all of that work to trade for the soft gold is all for this, the fancy hat. Can you believe it? Now, as I travel back and forth on my time traveling canoe to present day, I am astounded by what impact the Voyagers and the Anishinaabe had on the modern world. Trade forts became big towns. Explorers came in and made maps, expanded the frontier, and ways of life were changed forever. All for the fancy hat. Well, recruits, it's been quite the adventure. A voyage through time back to the year 1801 to learn about the life of the Voyagers, the fur traders, and the people they traded with, the Anishinaabe. Wow! What an impact the fur trade has had on your modern day. As we travel back in time and you get back to present day Minnesota, look around. See what impacts you think the fur trade had on your everyday life. It's astounding what the adventure and relationships and change did for history, and all for those fancy hats. Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, j'ate plumerai, j'ate plumerai l'été, j'ate plumerai l'été, et l'été, alouette, alouette. What a day it has been, Voyagers. Now we have traveled back in time to present day Long Lake Conservation Center. At the Long Lake Conservation Center, we teach programs about the Voyagers and our interesting Minnesota history to groups and learners with reservations. Long Lake trails are open for the public to enjoy, and let us know if you'd like to take out a canoe. When safe for you, venture outdoors. Explore, conserve, learn, and always appreciate nature. Thank you for coming along with me on this virtual adventure voyage through time. Au revoir.